So you can take your midnight rambling, boy, and you can keep your winding roads. She's living inside my heart now, living inside. Oh, there's an easiness about.
Oh, babies, you ain't gonna believe this. It's another exciting news break, a news flash, here on the Coyote News Network. Here, babies, we rock, they talk. And indeed, they ain't been talking very much. Here we are on the edge of unparalleled financial disaster. And babies, you know, where are the other news networks? They're out there covering Holly Hunter and her latest affair with, what was that old broad that used to be in the movies a long time ago? I mean, they're both getting up there in years, so they're taking it easy on each other. But anyway, that's another story for another day here on the Coyote News Network. We've got some exciting news for you now. Just when you think it's all going to go to shit and the whole thing's going to collapse and everybody's going to be depressed and out of luck and all that shit, well, guess what? You know, baby, they don't call them the Illuminati for nothing, man. In their hearts, these guys have been wonderful human beings, you know, because there's been a few amongst them, a little secretly implanted from the, let's say, the angelic realm, who know how to worm their way into anybody's heart, anywhere and any time, even if you don't have a heart. They're angels, you see. They know how to do this shit. So do we, as we begin to remember, and grow. But that's another story. We'll get to that one in a little while. Right now, the exciting news is the Illuminati, the billionaire bankers, and etc. It's really all, you won't believe how this is arranged. It's essentially all put through the U.S. government, incorporated. Man, I mean, it's amazing what's happened here. So essentially, the U.S. government owns everything, has all the gold, all the marbles, but they're a subsidiary of the Rothschilds, who are a subsidiary of the Queen, who are a subsidiary of the Vatican, who are a subsidiary of, well, I won't say it, but you know who. And it's all, you know, a subsidiary of a subsidiary, and it leads off to some draconian place somewhere that we don't even know about. It's so damn far away, it don't matter anyway. It's such a draconian system. We're all bored silly with it, right? And we were ready to let it happily collapse and party on the ashes, man. You betcha. But as it turns out, here on the Coyote News Network, we got the inside track, you know. Oh, babies, the hot chick's been pipelining a bit, too, I'm sure, on this one, man. But let's see what's happening here. It's a big surprise, babies. I'm getting to it. It's down here on the page just a little bit, you know. I'm a talking head. I can only read what's written down here, man, you know. That's what happens when you sell your soul so you can be a pretty face, man. But oh well, I sold my soul in the right direction this time. I bought it back. Carefree, ain't we? Well, that's not the news of the moment, don't you see? The news of the moment is in a mysterious move. I wondered how these tiny little penny stocks got on the New York Stock Exchange. You know, you knew there was some kind of backdoor arrangement going on. And who else but the Illuminati can do that kind of shit? I mean, nobody else would even dare, you know? Except for maybe the angels. They're kind of foxy. So anyway, yes, indeedy. Strange angelic movement in the background. It's as simple as that, babies. You know, you heard about the white hats. I mean, there's been rumors about them for a long time. I thought it was a bunch of BS myself, because I didn't think there could be any light in the darkness. But it turns out there is, and lots of it too, man. And, you know, as we said, there has been, you know, because you guys have been opening up your hearts, and everybody's been unifying, you know, here on the Coyote Medicine Show, only on the Hazy Radio Network. Grandpa Coyote, your focal point for the moment. Babies, I am the Oracle. And I just read it the way it reads from the heart, babies. So forgive me if the humor is kind of lame and the substance is kind of tame. It's really cool, because, man, we're the fool, because this is reality reporting itself to you right from your own heart, don't you see? Okay, gotcha. That's the Coyote News NETRAWK. That's why we rock, and they just talk. Because they ain't got nothing behind their words. No substance, no reality, no truth. They ain't got a heart. They ain't got a soul. But we're helping them out there too, babies. You know, it won't be long for those colorful beings that stand before the cameras will be emoting such profound truths. You'll just be aghast and amazed and, you know, quite pleased, of course. Because we really have turned the corner. We're entering the age of what we call peace, which is truth. You know, it's all based on truth. You got to have peace with your truth, see. And a lot of us been afraid of truth because we've been trained to be. But don't worry about any of that shit. You know, the angelic realm has been taking care of us all along because they're our brothers and sisters, don't you see? And they knew it'd be ruggedy in the old playpen, so they learned how to manipulate a few things too, don't you see? So they could set each other free. Us included, see, because we're part of that family. Yes, we are. Yes, indeed. We all got wings, and we all can fly, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff we can do, but that's another story for another day, another way. Right now, we got to get back to the main frame here, babies, which is secretly and in the background. Just when we thought all the billions had gone away, you know, and just had become valueless, you know. Well, it turns out that secretly the agents of, you know, the billionaire bankers, the Illuminati and so forth, whoever you want to call it, you know. We don't name too many names here, but occasionally. But anyway, it turns out that certain agents within that realm were able to accomplish the impossible. First, they snuck away with the technology. Secondly, they funded it with the very same money that was suppressing it in the first place, and quite graciously so. So it turns out that, well, our billionaire banker friends are heavily vested in these tiny little companies that are about to blossom forward and release free technology all upon the face of the earth, that it's been entirely financed by the likes of the Rothschilds and the Vaticans and the Queens of Englands and people like that. Amazing shit, is it not, man? So the wealth of the world has turned to the hearts of the people, and quite secretly so, but now what's been hidden in the background because of the age of truth now can be seen. So you'll see some shining angels arising in those circles as this exciting news story continues. Quite profound in its prolific engagement with the economic reality, but at the same time, yes, indeed, it's still the end of economics as we know it. But however, because all the wealth was already reinvested in the new technology so that everyone could get it for free, well, we've found a way to share the wealth, haven't we? Now, if you'll just step into your nearest Department of Agriculture office, they have the necessary paperwork, and if you don't have one in your neighborhood, say you live in Africa or something, well, just visit the nearest government ministry, and they have the giveaway papers there that you can fill out, and if you feel like it. Now, you don't really have to. You don't even have to give them a name if you don't want to. They're not being pushy about it this time. You know, the government's all over the earth because they're all owned by, you know, the USA Incorporated, which is owned by the European Coalition, let's say, Incorporated, which is owned by even more draconian things than that. We won't go into that right now. The revelations can only go so far. At this moment in this time, the exciting news is, the economy, yeah, it's gone, it's changed, but it's all based in this new technology of give, so more can live more enjoyably and have more time to fritter away and do creative things and live more naturally in the heart and eat bananas and coconuts neath a palm tree and, you know, have a great time on the beach and live naturally, you know. Even have a frozen daiquiri ready at any moment. Just put your hand out and there it is, babies, you know. We just, you know, it's what we're meant to be, you know. Of course, if you get ruggedy and restless, you can always climb up the mountains behind you. There's plenty of cold weather up there to keep you comfy and some high winds and some really nice little nesting places in the rocks up there, you know. So don't be neglectful of yourself if you feel the urge and the need to move on. There's also, you know, sailboats and sailplanes and any other thing you want to fly away in if you so desire. I mean, this is like our world, babies. We got it all now. The technology has set us free. And what is that technology? This magic technology of wonder that provides free energy for everything, transports us everywhere at any time we want to be. Wow, what is this that set us so free? It's coming forth just right now. It's Monday morning on the stock exchange on January 12 of 2015. Man alive. And this is really keen. because it's the solution to everything and everybody. Well, babies, I gotta say it's based on the sun, but see, the sun, I gotta tell you, it won't be shining in the sky too much longer, because it's kind of absorbing back into the earth the two suns, the one inside and outside, are becoming one inside the earth, and the heart is re-engaged into the multidimensional reality in that way. In other words, Mother Earth is no longer suppressed in this tiny little obscure place. She's back to the center of the universe, the very heart of the heart, at the center of the universe, and therefore so are her children, don't you see? That's why we can get away with shit like this. Why we could suppress and hurt ourselves for so long. Just for this sweet moment when we could set ourselves free and see what's really been going on and understand a little more of the unraveling of the dark mystery, which says, wow, maybe it ain't been all so ugly. It sure felt bad when we had to live through it. But now that we are, and we're taking a look back, we can see where angels did attack the problem with great vigor and with extreme love, and with conscious presence always helped us through. That helped us navigate this sea of nastiness, and I trump you, you trump me, and we all trump each other, don't you see? Well, the trump's on the trump's on the trump's on the trump, and old Trump's on his rump. But he's also a divine master of the spirit of generosity. Yes, indeed, you watch and see. Old Donald Trump will arise if he doesn't die first. But he will arise. Even if he does die first, he still come back as this great saint of light and love that unites everyone in the giving of their heart. Maybe he'll sing the first note in the song of the heart when we all begin to sing it together. Here very soon, man. Yes, indeed, all across this planetary reality, and then we'll be joined by everyone beyond it. The singular, beautiful, magnificent harmony of human voices raised, singing the song of the heart. Well, that's the news today on the Coyote News NETRAWK. You want to stay tuned, babies, because we got the shit right here, man. You can't get it anywhere else, because they still ain't into telling the truth just yet, but we're working on that, babies. It won't be long. Got the inside track to the hot chick here just as an aside, and she says, don't you worry about them media guys and gals. Well, I can't reveal what she said after that, but babies, let's just say, as clouded in mystery as it may be, the media is about to also make a big reversal, don't you see? There'll be no more need for Grandpaw, and I can just go off and play in the woods somewhere, set myself free. That's what I'd rather be. Well, no, the beach is good too, so I'll probably go there first, How about you? You want to meet me on the beach down there, babies? We'll get the NETRAWK rocking, won't we, man? The whole real NETRAWK, man, and that's the news, really. The NETRAWK is you, the NETRAWK is me, the NETRAWK is everybody, don't you see? That's the Coyote News NETRAWK. Yeah, that's the way we talk, that's the way we rock, that's the way we roll. That's the strumming rhythm of our ever-loving soul, manifesting itself in full exposure for the first time in forever. How about that? You want to put your finger up and tell me about the weather? Okay, I want to hear it, babies. So says Grandpa here on this Coyote Medicine Show, babies, as we get on and glow and glow and glow. The earth is your love and truth, babies. And she loves you enough to set you free. Oh, yes, indeed. That's what you told me anyway. Yeah, I hope you got it too, babies. Sailing into the sunrise right here with Grandpa Coyote. Ain't it fun?
When the sun came up this morning and she smiled her smile for me,